Hello, everybody. Welcome. And look who I got with me. It's
Okay.
Terri Suzuki from Kigaroo Journeys. Did I say that right?
Kiguru Spiritual Journeys. Yep.
Spiritual Journeys, yes. So thank you, Terri, for being here with me. And I know we're going to have a great time. So I'm excited for what we're doing. And thank you for, like I said, thank you for being here.
Well, thanks
For
for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. And let me just say real quick to the people who are watching on replay, hello, and please hit the like and subscribe for both channels. And if you're in the chat, I'll say hi to you in a second. But you guys, if you would go to Terry's channel, it's down below in the description, and go subscribe to her, that would be awesome. So please do that. And if you're on my channel, and if you're on her channel, if you want to come over here and say hi and give me a subscribe, that would be great too. So
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for the subscribe.
And let's say hi. We've got Jackie Jacaranda and Karmic Karen is here. Hello. And Mere Dragon. And Mere Dragon, I've got your question. And we got Christine. Hello, Christine. And Garnet. Hey there. And CJ. And Owen Walker. And there's Craig Dixon. Hello, Craig and Clara. And Meg. Hey, Meg is here. Welcome. And Jamie's Cowboys. And four. We have a lot of people here today. And let's see who else. I'm still scrolling. Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. And Violet. And Craig, I got your question. And peace, love from your channel. And Leah from your channel. And we're almost at the bottom. Okay, Meg, I got you. And Christine, I got you. And Craig, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And for being a new member. Well, for being a member again for 20 months now. That's awesome.
Wow.
All right. Hi, Kiki. Welcome. Okay, so I think the cat might be out of the bag already, but from because of what we did last time when Terry was here with me. But we're going to I'm going to let you know what we're going to do today, because it's very special and I'm really excited about it. So Terry, you go ahead and take it away.
Okay. Well, I do see a couple people asking mediumship questions, and that's okay. I can switch teams anytime. Um, but today I thought it was really fun last time to read with Scott and just do Akashic questions. And so I am going to read the prayer of protection, then I'm going to read the key to open records. If you don't want your records open, you just don't have, you just say no to yourself. If you do want your records open or plan to ask a question that might involve your Akashic records, or if you just want to hear a little something from them, um, then you go ahead and agree with the prayer and the key. And so that'll be fine. And a couple of you have asked mediumship questions, and I will be able to do that too. But I think just because it's kind of fun and some kind of different to hear from a different spiritual group that each of you have. A lot of people think just this Akashic reader has their Akashic reading master team. No, all of you have an Akashic record master team that guides you through that. So um, you can learn to talk to your own. You can hire somebody like me to have them read, um, but it isn't necessary. So, but let's get on to business here. Okay, here's the prayer of protection. We are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We access Metatron's grid of opalescent light to help connect more firmly to our higher selves. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us as we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and ascended masters, councils, and Akashic Records masters to help us now receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Okay, that's just the prayer protection and the categories. Um, Now I'm going to say the Akashic Records key to open them. If you have a question that has to do with your Akashic Records, or you just want to hear from them, then you can agree with this. And what I'm going to do first is we're going to have everybody take 3 deep breaths. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to hold it a sec. We're going to let it out longer than you take it in. It's just a calming effect. It just calms everything down and prepares us. And then if you want your records open, then I'm going to ask you to kind of put your attention around your head, at your crown chakra, around there. That's kind of where the quantum field is and where they kind of hang out. And that will help me open the records. So here we go. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Hold it a sec. Breathe it out. Take another one. Okay, now we're all good and calm. Go ahead and put your attention around your head. We open ourselves to the light. And with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided towards our highest good and the highest good of all, divine love. And so the people watching this live and the people watching later on are given the truth to best serve them on their healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for them at this moment. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy field of the people watching live and the people watching later who want their records open to receive the record of their soul. So it is. Okay, so now it's all ready to roll.
All right. And I'm going to be doing, as you probably know, I'm going to be doing regular readings. I haven't had an Akashic reading class, or my knowledge doesn't stretch that far. So for the people who want the Akashic readings, I'm just going to pull a couple of cards for you if you want. And then Terri will do her magic thing. So
Okay.
let's see. We've got a lot of people already. We do need to keep it probably close to an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close the questions because we've got a lot coming in. So we may not be able to get to everybody, but we'll do our best.
Okay.
All right. So
I can go an hour and 15 if it works out for you.
okay. No problem. We've got Craig first. Craig, thank you for donating. And he wants to clear a message. And he did say later on that he does agree with the Akashic reading to have it read.
I'm just going to grab something.
Okay.
I just want to look at Clara's picture while we
Oh,
do
wow.
this. Craig sent me
Oh, how awesome.
full of pictures of Clara, and if I'm going to give a Clara reading, I kind of want to look at her. So, okay. So do you want to go first, or do you want me to go?
I can go first.
Okay.
I'll give you a few seconds to prepare there. The first card I got for you, Craig, just pulling a couple here. I got the 3 of Swords. So just make sure that if you are feeling a certain way, you feeling down, that you reach out to your guides and like to Clara, and they want you to, be happy and change your vibes from negative to positive. Okay, so you got that. You got the Wheel of Fortune, and this is a positive change coming to you. So I got that, and then I got the Page of Swords, which is an action page, and there for you to help you learn. So I think Clara wants you to learn from the Akashic records, from you know her personally, and she is there for you. Your life is at a turning point right now, and you're ready. Okay. And then the next card, last card I got for you is Deep Healing. It says, allow yourself to heal. It's essential for your soul's growth and renewal. Okay, so it's just a little bit of something for you. And here is Terri.
Wow. This is so I went into the Akashic Records, and there's actually a whole lot of teams here because I always include my team, but then I often use your team. So, Craig, I have your team here, and I have Clara's team here too. But Clara's here as well. So, this is a very crowded stage. I kind of read on a stage. I got a lot of people on this stage right now. And one of the very first things that they're showing me, actually, Clara's showing me, as you probably know, I see the past going out to the left, and the past kind of looks like bread loaf, slices of bread. Each life is like a slice. And what I see Clara walking over the slices, and she has a walking stick, a very fancy one made out of gold. It looks nearly, I suppose I probably saw something like that in a movie, but she's walking across these slices towards this present time. But with this cane, she looks incredibly elegant, incredibly elegant. Okay, so guys, tell me a little bit about what this means. Okay, so this means that you and Claire have had quite a few lives together. This is not a one time and done life with Clara. Clara, could you maybe show me maybe how many lives you've had? Is there a particular number? 8. There's been 8 significant lives. Were they uh, one right after the other? No. Okay. So hopscotch through them. Oh, she's saying I misunderstood. There are 2 more to come. So there's only been 6 in the past, 2 more to come. This is 7. Okay. Anyway, somehow that math has got to work out. Clara's team, could you give us a message? She says, you have been my protector, my provider, my provocateur. You have been a fighter, a lover, a best friend. You have been many things in many lives to me. This is one of the most exciting lives where we come together more as equals. Thank you, Clara. And then Craig's Akashic Record team. Do you have anything else to say to Craig? They're saying you're really strong. You're stronger than you think. And you have undertaken a really exciting journey this life. Being basically led by Clara is a very unusual thing for it to happen to some person. To allow, a spirit on the other side to really kind of be able to step forward and take take you on a ride in this life. We're happy for your bravery and we respect that. Okay, that's what I got.
Beautiful. Thank you, Terry. All right. Thank you, Craig. And I appreciate your donation. Speaking of donation, we have one from Karmic Karen, and she says, "May I ask Spirit about love?" But I think I saw where you did want an Akashic reading as well, Karmic Karen. Can you just let me know for sure?
We can ask the Akashic about love.
Okay.
Yeah.
She said she was interested in the Akashic records. That's why I was just wondering if she
Oh,
wanted hers read or
okay.
not.
Go.
Yes, she
Go.
does. Okay, buddy, get down here.
I do want everybody to recognize that these are little short little clips out of the Akashic. It's not like I get to read a whole thing here, but um,
Oh, go ahead if you want,
no, no,
Terry.
no. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay.
I got to concentrate just this moment. Sorry.
No, you're fine. All right, so Karen, I got the King of Swords for you, and this is the very intellectual, logical king. He also uses his intuition, though. So make your decisions based upon that. I'm not sure if you're single or in a relationship. I can't remember. If you want to put that in chat, that would help me a little bit, but you don't have to. Um, but making good decisions about love, okay, and thinking about them before you act. And then I've got you're in a relationship. Okay. So I think that still applies. Then you got the Eight of Cups, and this is walking away from something that no longer resonates. I don't think this is your relationship that you need to walk away from. I think this is something that is in the relationship that just needs to, um, well, go basically. And there's something that could be better, and I think you know what it is, and it's something that could, make your relationship much stronger if you let go of something, because then you can bring in a lot of good things as well. Okay. And then you got the Three of Cups. So celebration. Have fun with your relationship. And just because these are three women doesn't mean that this can't be you and your partner. And I think that, by having friendship and bringing that in really strong is going to strengthen and bring harmony and peace to your relationship. You also got awareness. So it says you have a higher consciousness, living fully from moment to moment, and understand the connectedness to all. All right, I love that. And then I've got for you speak to yourself with kindness. Yes. So become aware of how you speak to yourself, because a lot of times the way we speak to ourselves is the way we speak to others, or we how our thoughts are formed. So speak to yourself with kindness, and I think that it'll get stronger. So that's what I'm getting. Here's Terry.
Okay. Karmic Karen. So I kind of pulled in all your teams just in case I missed something here. And so right away, they told me that sometimes love has been a little bit hard to grasp for you, that it's a little bit of slippery thing. So the fact that you're in a relationship is very good. It means you've kind of caught it. um, then the other thing that the Akashic showed me is they showed me your flow of life in this incarnation, and it was like you changed clothes, clean clothes, clean. It just like change, 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 and you were absolutely looking like you were adapting to this remarkably well. And so one of the things that tells me from talking to your Akashic is that you're quite flexible and that you are a little bit more comfortable with change. Okay, so Akashic Records Masters, tell me more about Akashic Karen's, or sorry, Karmic Karen's change. They are basically they're saying she likes to change it up. She wants to change it up to keep making love new and exciting. So spiritually, that means you're also very flexible in keeping, not getting stuck in a rut in beliefs. And it seems like you're going to have many different changes in your lifetime. So, Akashic Records Master, are these changes good or some of them bad? They're saying these are good changes. There's going to be lots of different changes in your life, especially over the entire life. And each one of them helps you grow and build and become stronger and stronger. Tell me a little bit more about that. This is also part of why the person you love loves you back. You are an exciting person. You change it up a little bit from time to time. So there's new ways to discover you as a person and the depth of you. Okay, is there anything else you want to add? They're saying you're just right. You're doing it just right. You're on the right path. Just keep walking your path. Okay, that's what you got. Oh, you're can't hear you, Scott.
Hi there. I was on mute. Thank you, Terry, and thank you, Karen. And let me go ahead and put this down here. And next up is going to be Christine. And Christine is saying, I feel like I am closed, that I can't hear my guides. Are my guides shouting at me, out to me, and are they getting upset since I can't hear them? I think it's interesting, Terry, what you said before the show. I believe it was before. I could be wrong about how the Akashics kind of shout, but your spirit team can be. Can you maybe
Yes,
go into
I
that
will
a little
talk
bit?
about that. A lot of times people ask me, oh, they're like, oh, I should take an Akashic Records class. And I caution people at first because if they are not already speaking to their spirit guides, then they may want to delay the Akashic Records class because I find, and this is just me, and it could be just me, but this is what I find, that the Akashic Records are loud. They're very loud. But my spirit guide team, who I've been talking with for the past 5 years, are very quiet. I have to concentrate very, very hard to hear them. What I'm more likely to receive is nudges from them. So I'm going to take a look, but I would bet that they're not yelling. They don't yell much. Um, and the other thing I do want to tell you is they're not going to be upset either. Neither of the teams I know, the Akashic Records team or the uh, Psychic Angel Beings of Light team, they love us. They love us all the time. And in fact, if you ever got an Akashic Record message from somebody else, you hired somebody to tell you, and they're telling you something really mean or awful, they are not reading the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records, they might have to deliver a message you don't like, but they're always going to do it in the most loving way. They are so loving. So let's let's do a reading on this.
All right. Christine, very interesting. I did get the judgment card first off for you. And this, I believe, is just your life purpose. I don't, and I agree with Terry. I don't think they're shouting at you or blowing a horn at you. This is just to make sure that you are on the right course. And I think that you are, but you need to possibly get in alignment with your life purpose and make sure that you are doing what your life purpose wants you to do. That'll just make you happier. And it can, also open that up, I believe, so that you can hear a little bit more of your guides. But take what Terry said to heart, that it's going to be a soft whisper. It's a nudge. It's the same for me. I get, little hits here and there. And that's what, I think my spirit team, how they communicate with me. So I totally agree with what she said there. And then you got the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is having others to help you. So there's nothing wrong with getting some help along the way with your spiritual journey. And you can, do classes, you can do meditations on YouTube if you can't find anybody in the area that you're in. So, but you're in a pretty big area, I think. So you can find more of your community that way. And then you got the Nine of Swords. So this tells me that you may have been going through some anxiety and maybe some insomnia. I know you don't sleep well or you weren't for a long time. So just remember you can change this and ask Archangel Metatron to come in and help you change your vibes from negative to positive. Then you deserve to be seen. It says, let yourself be known. Yeah, you don't have to hide. You don't have to hide. Your guides want you to be open and be yourself and speak your truth with love. And then I think this just captures the whole reading. They want you to have joy and happiness and peace. So that's what I'm getting. And I hope that resonated some with you. And here is Terry.
Okay, I'm just going to talk a little bit more on my own experience, and then we'll talk to guides. But my guides are the loudest, talk to me the loudest when I'm not expecting it. When I'm doing those things, like I'm just walking from the front room to the kitchen to get a little glass of water or something. When I'm not thinking, when I'm not occupied, that's when they hit me with something. And usually it starts out like a quiet idea. Suddenly I stop, usually right in my tracks. Thank God nobody's following me around the house. And just like pause a moment, and then they kind of let me know all of it. So look for those kinds of things too, where that you're not thinking, you're putting your shoes on, but you're not really thinking about it. Um, so I love Marilla. We call it soda pop. I love this thing between different areas where they call it soda, they call it pop. Yeah. Anyway, so now I am going to go talk to your guides real quick and see what's going on. Okay. Okay, guides, please tell me a little bit more about what's going on for Christine here. Why is she having a hard time hearing? Well, if I could paraphrase, I did a reading earlier and they told me this, and it's virtually the same thing they want to say. They saying, well, we would be surprised if you didn't have a hard time hearing us. There's a lot going on in our world right now. They're talking about politics, astrology, and all the different things that are just so upside down right now. So it is hard for everybody to hear. Guides, is there anything that can help her? They're saying, pay attention to the nudges, the little teeny nudges. And so those are like, at least for me, they put ideas in my head, like drive this way home instead of that way, cook this instead of that, turn here instead of there. And when I'm able to hear them and follow them, I have happy little surprises. So start looking for the subtle nudges. They are subtle. And then the other thing is when you're praying or when you're doing a little meditation, ask them to turn up the volume. Just say, please speak to me louder. I need to hear. And then if that doesn't work, call in Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is he is about communication. Remember, he blew the horn to alert everybody to do something that God wanted to do. And so when I'm having trouble hearing with a message, I always call in Archangel Gabriel. He is a huge help. So now let's talk to your Akashic records real quick and see what they have to say. So Akashic Christine's Akashic. They say you're going to master this. It's all in the plan. You're learning to kind of conquer frustration. But you're going to be quite good at this, quite good at hearing, and potentially, I get the feeling you may be potentially teaching others how to do this too. Anything else you want to tell me? Tell me about Christine and communication. They're saying you're a good communicator. They're saying don't hold back. So I could be wrong on this, but I'm getting the feeling that maybe you think you're a bother, that maybe you shouldn't ask for something small. They're saying ask. Ask for everything that you want, everything you need for sure, but make it count. But definitely we're not, you're not bothering us. You're never a bother. We are here just for you. Okay, that's what I got.
All right. Thank you, Christine. And Craig actually donated for Morella. So Morella wants a message from Reno, who is her husband who passed away.
Okay. Have you ever read Reno before?
Oh, yes, many times.
Man, he's a lover, isn't he?
Oh, my gosh. And he loves this woman. He loves this woman so much.
He loves this woman. He's such a lover. Okay. My heart to Morella's heart. It's heart to my heart. My soul to Morella's soul. Morella's soul. My soul to Reno's soul. Well, he's so proud. He's so proud that we both recognize he's a lover. Okay. Reno, what do you have to say, Morella? He says, oh, you are so brave. You're so brave. My heart was with you all the time, all the time. You're brave, and you were, when we were together in body, a lovely partner. You are still the most wonderful spiritual partner ever. He says, thank you for raising our girls. What else? What else, Reno? He said, "You are so beloved by me, so beloved by all of the spiritual beings around you." He said, "The best is yet to come." Okay. Okay, I think that's what I got.
All right. Thank you, Terry. And so what I got for you, Marilla, is the first card that he gave me is the moon to give to you. And, I always say this is, usually shadow work. I don't think it is this time. I think he is saying that he is going to come and meet you in your dreams, because this is a card about dreams and a little bit about illusions. But he's going to meet you in your dreams. And if you are having trouble remembering them, then use your voice memo on your phone or just write them down in a journal when you wake up. But he wants you to remember your dreams. He remembers the happy home that you had with the Four of Wands, and is saying you're doing such a great job with your daughters, and he loves watching you all together, and he's there just like he was before, just in a different plane. But he loves the way that you're taking care of them and helping them, through the change of going through the grief and everything of losing him. Then you got the Nine of Pentacles. So Reno is telling you you need a spa day. So this is the spa day card. And I know you've been recuperating from your surgery. And this is, I think, just to say, don't forget about you as well. And now that you're feeling better, you want to take care of everybody else and everything else. Make sure that you're taking care of you. You are number one, he says. Okay. And then I've got one of these. Higher purpose. Says the universe supports me as I discover my true calling and rise into my higher purpose. He just wants you to be happy and to follow your life purpose, whatever that is. So got that. And then there is hope ahead. So if you've, been lacking in hope lately, here it is. It says, have courage and take heart, for there is hope. So beautiful message from him. He just loves you so much. It's like Terry said, he's a lover for you. So that's what I got, Morella. All right. So I wanted to say hi real quick to Sun Psychic Jean is here. Thank you for being here. And Morella, I don't think I said hi to you before. So hi. And Lulu and a few other people have come in. So thank you. Kelly McCall. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. And let's see who we have next is going to be Mirror Dragon.
Mirror Dragon.
Okay. I have the wisdoms from my Akashic record, please. Okay, so I'm just going to do a general on you and let Terry go to do her thing there. Mirror Dragon, you also got the Nine of Pentacles. So this was the last tarot card I pulled for Morella, and it's the first for you. So doing a spa day, pampering yourself, taking care of you. You've been working for others, I feel like, and you're very giving. I can feel that in your aura, and you do a lot for other people. So make sure you're doing for yourself as well, is what I'm hearing. And then you got the Five of Cups. So just make sure you're looking at the positive side of things and the cups that are upright instead of the ones that are down. And change your vibrations from negative to positive if you need to. Um, and again, that can be done through Archangel Metatron, who will come in and help you change your vibes and hold your hand as you're able to do that. And then you got the Four of Swords. So there's a casket here, but this is not about a literal death, is, just like the death card is not. This is resting and recuperation and, having a second wind. So you need to have a rest day, definitely with this Nine of Pentacles and with this Four of Swords. You definitely need some time for yourself, meditation, rest. It's coming through really strong. And then I've got wholeness for you. So you are whole just the way you are. So enjoy your life as much as you can. That's what we're here for, is to have the best road that we possibly can have and go towards our dreams. And that will help you with wholeness, I'm getting. And then the last card I got for you, Mirror Dragon, says, believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dream. I almost said your dreams with this wholeness card. I almost said your dreams are important as well. And I think these are your goals. That's what kind of dreams that we're talking about here. Your life purpose, what you want to get done, and your dreams and goals. Believe in yourself and that you can carry them out. All right. And that's what I got for you, Mirror Dragon. Here's Terry.
Scott, can you hang on to that last card?
Yes.
Don't hide. Don't put it away and hide it. I'm going to have you hold that up in a moment. Okay, so Mirror Dragon. I went in to see if I can find wisdom for your Akashic Records team. But remember, I don't control them. They do what they want, and I just watch what they do and listen to what they tell me. And the second I tuned into your team, they turned my vision, the stage behind my vision, the whole landscape of they turned it absolutely starlit. So if you'll hold up that card real quick, maybe come make yourself bigger. If you see at the bottom of the card, you see how that there's it looks like that person is almost holding a wand, and that there's all these starlit things coming from the wand almost on the darkness where this person's standing, and all those little blips of light. It's as if magic is coming out of that wand. Okay, you can put it down now if you want. And they turned the whole area of the Akashic Records into starlight like that. It was darker, which is little bits of starlight all over the place. And so I first asked them, what is this? Why is everything so different looking now? And they said, well, look at this. And then they showed me some past lives. Now, you do not have regular past lives. So you don't have all of us have hundreds of lives, but you have a lot of lives in other dimensions where that you actually at one time were a dragon in one life, you were dragon handlers in another. All of the ones that you were working with dragons or was a dragon feel dimensional to me. They feel like they're definitely not Earth, definitely in some other dimension or a different planet, just something far away, and that you've been working on this. And then even your lives on Earth, your past lives, feel very magical. It feels like one of them that you concentrated on trying to develop alchemy, that was your goal in that life, as a serious scientist back in that time. But what it does, and then I just saw them kind of take all those ideas and kind of pull it together and forward and bring it over into this incarnation. What it does is it makes you magical. They're showing me that you have a lot of magic, that you are magical because that you have embraced these things, you've embraced these ideas, you've been working on this over many lifetimes. And what I can see as I kind of look at the flow of the life that they show me, that you're going to develop this more. I would be willing to bet, I probably could bet money on this, that you are definitely good at manifesting things. This is part of your magic. So just remember that magic can be everyday things, like cooking, like making your tea, like salting or spicing your food. Even you put intention behind it. So what they want you to do, what you could do, is develop more intention in what you do. Consider taking classes about manifestation, or start studying it and applying it, because I think that a lot of this has been, a lot of these past lives have been gearing up for this life to help you really live differently. Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell Mirror Dragon? Anybody on the team anywhere want to tell Mirror Dragon anything? They're just asking you to believe and to proceed with intention. Okay, there you go.
All right. Thank you, Mirror Dragon. All right. Next up is going to be Meg Hudson. Meg, will you just let me know you're still here and ready? And she would love to know more about her Akashic records, please.
Um, okay. Well, I think what we'll do, because that's a pretty broad question, I think what I'll do is I'll tune in and see if that I can maybe look at her Akashic Record master team. We'll start there. So if you want to go ahead.
Okay. Meg, I've got just a couple cards here for you. I got the Four of Pentacles, and this is you holding back something that maybe needs to be said or done. Some type of action or words that you need to speak. And of course, speak those with love, filtered, or your actions, make those come out with love. And if you do that, you're going to be fulfilling more of your destiny, because I feel like you're holding back, and there's something that needs to come forth. If we hold our emotions in too tightly, a lot of times they will get the best of us, right? So if you can just think about what that could be that you need to speak your truth about, I would do it. And then you got the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is very, what's the right word, passionate about his, life, about his home, and, has a lot of creativity. So you taking on the characteristics of this king is what your spirit guides, I think, are saying to you to do. So a leader as well. Right. And then you got the Judgment card. And I love what Terri said about, the hornblower there, the trumpet, is Archangel Gabriel. And so you can, tap into Archangel Gabriel, ask him to help you. This is your life purpose. And, I was talking about your destiny. That's very close to your life purpose. And just make sure that you're following that with everything that you're doing. Okay. And because that'll make things easier and more fun, because you'll be doing what you're supposed to be doing on this, journey that we're all on. And I just said journey, and guess what I got? Go on an adventure Look at that. So today is the day to try something daring. As long as it doesn't hurt you or anybody else, why not? Take a journey, right? And then the last card I got for you is, oh, okay, a crystal child. I have to read this to you because I don't think I've pulled this before. It says, you come to lead humanity back to love and peace and teach them how to live in unity instead of individuality or individually. Very interesting. So you have some direct, things for you to do with your life, and you can lead humanity back to love and peace by teaching them how to live. Be an example, and I think you probably already are. So keep doing what you're doing, and have love and peace lead you through your journey. And that's what I got.
Okay. Wow. It's very interesting. Especially that journey card is quite interesting, actually, from what I got too. So, since the question was very broadly opened, I thought I would go meet your team, your Akashic Records masters, the people who are the spirits, souls that are helping you lead your life, lead all your lives. So these have been with you. Now, I just want to let everybody know these Akashic Records masters are really only, if we could really lay eyes on them, they're just light and energy, okay? Just big old balls of light and energy. But since I'm clairvoyant, what they do is they drape themselves in something that I can read to help you understand kind of do, what they do for you a little bit, how they guide you, and how if you get to know them, then they will help and guide you. So I first always greet my Akashic Records masters and I ask them to introduce me to yours. And I also want to tell people that I never see the Akashic usually like a really grand place. I meet my Akashic Records in this little English countryside house. That's where I always go. It's very low key. Um, when I saw your Akashic Records, I don't really see where they're housed or anything. But what I saw is the first thing I saw this man with a big mustache. I mean, a majorly big mustache that was kind of trimmed all the way straight across. It was quite a large mustache. And so I then looked around and I've seen four. So you have four on your team. You have Mustache Man. That's what I'm going to call him. He didn't give me a name. He is responsible for your inquisitiveness. He helps you um, be inquisitive, to be curious, to really seek to understand things. That's part of his job. Okay. The second, uh, the second being I saw, I called Academic Man. This being helps you acquire knowledge. You are a very knowledgeable person. You can call upon this Akashic Record Master to help you master knowledge, to help you gain more knowledge. I think they work hand in hand because without inquisitiveness, people don't acquire knowledge. So these two really drive you to learn more. And then I saw another being that I call Guru. And in America, we'd probably say Guru. He looks like an Indian man. He's wearing a turban and some clothes, and he's just scribing. He's praying for you, and he's scribing. He's just writing down this life, writing down, what's happening. But he's also upholding you in prayer and in action. Um, I find that Guru tends to occur in teams. I've seen him many, many times in teams, especially when that there is this kind of academic uh, curiosity that's going on. I see him a lot. And then the last one that I saw is a butterfly. It's just a little butterfly flying around while these other ones seem so big as I'm looking at them, but just a little butterfly. So I asked, what do you do for them? The butterfly keeps it light, helps you keep it light, helps you enjoy the fancifulness of life, the to be able to kind of float above things and let it flow. So those are your team members. I hope you can write this down and remember them. I don't really have names. To be honest, our team members, whether we're talking about our spirit guides or our beings of light or our angels, they don't really care about names. You often can just call them whatever you want. But if you ever go on to more Akashic classes, you might want to remember these guys and see if you can, if they show themselves to you like they showed themselves to me. Okay, that's what you got.
All right, I was on mute again. Okay, thank you, Terry. And let's go on to Natalie next. And thank you, Meg, for your question. Natalie, will you let me know that you are here, please? She's usually right here.
Okay. Yeah,
There
thank you,
she
Meg,
is.
for writing that down. There she is.
Yes, she's here. All right. Hi, Natalie. The first card I got for you is the Four of Cups, and this is sometimes about missing an opportunity. So just make sure that you are, taking advantage of any opportunity that comes to you, and you're not looking at, other things that are, that you do regularly and kind of getting bored with them. Look for something different to do. Look for something creative. I believe that she is making her hand um, into the face, like she's drawing a face sort of in the air of the swan. So very interesting. So she's finding an opportunity to use her creative mind. And then I've got the Ace of Cups for you. And the Ace of Cups is an overflowing of love coming to you from spirit. So this says the seeds of love you sent out breed fresh starts. So yeah, you got a new opportunity and a fresh start coming, it looks like. And then I've got the Six of Cups for you. And this can be nostalgia, remembering things from the past. Just know that you also have a beautiful future, and your future can be better than any of the best times that you had in the past. So just keep that in mind. And it says renew the hope, renew your hope in yourself and what you can accomplish in this life. The next card I got for you, I think these go together. Set boundaries. So make sure you're setting your boundaries. It says claim your power and know your value today. So claim your power and set boundaries, and don't let anybody walk on them, and don't you walk on them either. Keep them set there for yourself. No is a complete sentence. And then the next card I got for you, there's more to know than what you currently know. So I love that for you, because I know you're going to get a lot of knowledge from Terri here, and there's more to know from these cards, as well. Set your boundaries and make sure that you're having hope for the good things that are coming to you, like gifts of love from spirit. And she's blowing out stars, or they're going into her there, one or the other. It looks like she's blowing out stars. So just have hope. And that's what I got for you.
Wow. The psychic bounce is really big on this person's answer. Oh my gosh. Wow. So, uh, Natalie, when tuned in, I tuned in because this is probably about the last question of the day. I tuned in on all your teams instead of just going to one. I tuned in all of them. And it's actually really rare I can do that in such a fast fashion. And right away, they showed me the most beautiful sight. Um, this touches my heart so deeply. It's just, this is amazing to see. But they showed me your future, and they showed it. It was as if they took a leaf and kind of curved it over a huge leaf, and they put it over you like an awning, but they turned it all blue. So the whole scene was Mother Mary blue. I hope people know what I mean by that. That, well, Mother Mary blue to me is the softest, gentlest blue. And that what they showed me is this created like a big hall that you're walking in, and there were white, sparkly stars all over it, just like that card, all through white sparkles through this hall. And I asked them, what is this? And they said, she has special dispensation for the next 3 months. You are protected and kept safe for the next 3 months. I would, I, I really want you to tell me later on if what happens, but it feels like you're just protected from any bad things. You have this magical path to allow you to embrace and learn more things from spirit. And then as I dwelled in this a little bit more, I heard two more voices kind of pop up. And one says, she is allowed to extend this. I don't know the mechanism of it. I don't know how you can extend this magical time, but I believe it can extend what I keep getting is like 6 months. Okay. And then the Akashic records, the next voice was theirs, and they said, this is an important time because what you learn and develop in this time is going to be applicable later on in life. It comes to fruition later on in a big way. Now they're not showing me the big way, but they're showing me that whatever you learn during this time. So I would take classes, take whatever classes appeal to you about spirituality, and really use this time to just soak in everything. Do some meditation, do whatever, because this is something special going on. I've never seen this before. But you get a little special time here to develop in a very open way. And somehow this pays off way, way, way down the line. So, yeah, thank you so much.
All
And
right. I'll go ahead.
I was going to say, your cards like showed everything that I saw.
Yeah, that was interesting. All right. Thank you, Terry. And that is all we have time for today. I just want to thank everybody who's been here. Sorry if we didn't get to you, but Terry, you want to let people know, let the chat know how to get in touch with you, and you still do readings, correct?
I do. I still do psychic mediumship or Akashic records. I do. If you know what you need healed, we can do some healings. Um, and also, if you are worried about Akashic records, like sometimes we have some contracts we don't like, they have allowed me to sometimes burn them to allow you to change some of your contracts that maybe if you don't want to you're aware of one and you don't really want to perform it. So
Do you have a website? You do, don't you?
I do, KigaruSpiritualJourneys.com, and you can book things there. And I think I have everything up. Um, I wonder if Sun Psychic Jean's still here. She's actually going to do a website review for me, and we're going to fix some things. So
Oh, awesome.
I know.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for being here with me today, Terri. I appreciate you. And thank you, all the moderators. You guys are awesome. So let's see. There's some arrows here from Marilla.
Oh,
Marilla, what is it you're wanting me to see? Oh, subscribe to Terry's channel, I believe it is. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, thank you. That's great. I love that. Caroline, Loving Life, said the Blue Crew.
The Blue Crew, yes.
Because we got the blue background, we got the blue Mother Mary, we got all this blue stuff happening right now.
All right. So thank you, everybody, for being here again. I appreciate you. And we will see you soon. Terri, what have you got coming up?
Tomorrow, I have Your Connection to Spirit with Sun Psychic Jean and Wisdom Seeker Joan. So that's tomorrow, 12:30 Pacific. And then I don't have anything going till the next Friday, Friday 2 weeks from now. I'll have it's a psychic triad with Sun Psychic Jean and Terri of Pure Visionary Medium.
Awesome. All right. Well, I have one show tomorrow that I know of. I might have two, but I'm definitely doing one at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Diane G. And she was in the chat just a little while ago. So this would be my first time doing a live with her. So I'm really excited. So that'll be at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. But thank you guys. And I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and we will see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks.